G'day folks, so welcome to another episode. We are doing doors. A lot of work, wouldn't recommend it, just saying. Finishing off some guard work, bit of stew cam. Don't let your son touch the camera. Stay tuned, it's going to be a good episode. Down to it now.
Grind your shit.
Okay.
Hey! He's running!
Hey team, how you going? So, bloody blue rockets here. Stew's into it. Guard day today. Well, guard and door. And we're basically going to try and match this one. So this is the guard compared the other day. So it's had a few cuts and tucks, but it works and good clearance on 37. Today's job is get a door on. It's all happening. He's bloody, what has he done to it?
Just cutting shit in.
Got his tacks in. He's lining it up. Ow, watch out for that.
It's hot.
Oh, yeah, mate. He's getting into it. A bit low at the front, I reckon, mate.
Where's it? That's my mark there. I got a mark there.
Oh, have you? Sneaky. Door's going on, so we're going to get ready to do this door. Do have to fix that. So central locking came out, that's mint. But we're not using it because it's just another thing that won't work. So manual locks. We'll start working out what we're doing here. And we'll fix that. It's not going to stay like that, just so you know. Treatment. Now, here's a trap for young players. What's going on there, Ken? What have you done? So, what went on there? So what went on there is, when we took the wedge out of here and pulled this in, it also pulls this corner, because we tried it over on Stu's one, it does exactly that, it pulls this corner forward. Hey, not as simple as it. But, as luck would have it, we have both a grinder and a welder. So, we're going to cut a strip out of there, pull that back, patch that back up, mint guard. Simple. Hi Stuart! We're progressing. A few issues with this guard. That seems to have mostly fixed it, so I'll move that up real fast and down. There, perfect day. Good. Moving on. Stewie's just bastardising this one.
It's pretty accurate.
And you can see. So this idea of retaining all the lines in the guard, really good idea at the time. Becomes somewhat tricky, but Stu's one's fitting up better than mine, so we're going to kind of wedge it to make it all sit right. But we went on the idea that, you know what, this is a cool thing and we're sticking with it, so we're just going to cut, grind, weld, as the groundwork would say, until we get this right. These guards are fixed, just got to take them off and clean them up, but they'll be alright. Another little thing that we're doing, which some of you are going to go, what are you doing? So this door, right, it's toast, really. Aside from the fact that everything else is clean except the big rust hole. And it's not just the only rust in it. So we're doing this. Why? Are you crazy? You cut the corner at the door. No, I'm not crazy. We got a bar that's going to run at this height over the top of this tyre. And what we want to do to protect this hip is have this bar run through here like this, and then he's going to kink down and he's going to land about in there somewhere and bolt down, and that protects this hip and ties it into the slider, so it'll flare out here and then poop back over, so this will run through there. With me? That's what we're doing. Stuart's just doing fuck all. Welder's out. Grinder's on the bench. This car's not safe. So now I've started to make up patch panels. So this guy will go on there like that. It's a bit old panel steel out of the old Patrol. And then this guy's a nightmare to make. He will go in there like that. I'd like to try and get that rubber to run around the inside of that corner too, so it looks factory. Now, I can hear you all going, what are you doing that for? What a lot of work. And it is a lot of work. But how often you get to have a go on cars and do a bit of panel beating and a bit of a play? And as much as I want to get this built, I like building cars. I almost like building cars more than driving them. So, well, give it a lash, I say, like, let's have a go. And if it lands, it's pretty cool and we lose nothing, right? The corner of the door's no use to us. So, let's have a crack. See, not beautiful, but not terrible. So, but like, that's not horrible. Rocketing through it. So, this is going to go in here. Like so. That makes sense? Yeah, it's not long enough. Oh well, shit happens. So that will finish that, and it gives me that lip to carry the rubber, assuming I can get that back into a spot. So do I have flash gear for this? No. I have that big piece of railway iron. I have a hammer, another hammer, some pliers, and I bang stuff. Allow for a bit of door drop or Mickey Mousing. My man used to say, where there's a will, there's a way. You see that? So that's that panel. So just a lot of mucking about, right? Like these corners have come up okay, so that's the inners. And patch the inside and put a access hole in there so we can clean it out, but that's actually filled up with like interior sealer, you know, waxy sealer shit. That's a bit of hammerite. It had a primer coat and a bit of hammerite. Yeah, there's going to be a little bit of poo on there. These unders, so I shortened up the rubber. You can see just up there is a join, so it meant re-drilling a couple of the pinholes to hold the plastic for the grommets, but that's in that bottom step to carry that rubber. So they're all put back in, and there's clearance for the window to go up and down, so that's good.
Team, Kent's flat out on Rosie today, his other truck, so I'm kind of solo for now on Polly, so I'll give you a look at what I'm up to. Got this big fucking rust hole there, and I'm going to have a crack at getting rid of it. So, as you can see, bit of a hole, but all those curves and stuff, I think what I'm going to do is I'll just get a sheet of steel, and I might use this as my template to kind of make those curves. We'll see. So here we are. It's the old one, sleeved over the new one. I reckon we're in the ballpark there. There's a little bit more trimming to do before it'll go in, but getting there. Okay. One thing I've learned in my limited experience with panel work is that welding anything that's got paint or rust on it or anything like that is just an absolute pain in the butt. So clean, clean, clean. Tell you what, that's not looking too bad, I reckon. I didn't turn the gas on, all the welder on. Nice. I'll be the first to admit this is not the best way to do this, but Kent's over there swearing and cursing, so I dare not disturb him and ask him to give me a hand. Carry on! Could you possibly give me some assistance for a moment? That's all tacked in there now. Not bad, I reckon. Not too bad at all. So I'm just going to get stuck in and weld. Righto, that was probably pretty boring, so hopefully in the editing that's been fast forwarded. I'll be back to clean it up soon. Kind of works, I reckon. Do that for you. This bog. Call it a day. Has warped that door a little bit. It's a bit of a pain, but maybe I can give that a little nudge on the inside. Let's have a go. How good's your ball work, Kent? I think I'm pushing shit up here. Jesus. Oh yeah. Yeah, so that heat has made a dog's breakfast to this door. So what's going on? That. So long and short, the heat in here, I maybe should have just tacked it instead of fully welding it. Dog's here to inspect. It's warped the bejesus out of that door. But A, it's just a bush truck. B, I'll get some bog in there, see if we can't tidy it up a little bit. Other than that, no more rust. That's good.
Final update on the doors and guards. So got a bit of bog in, sanded it back. It's probably ready for some hammerite. Just reading the instructions, it's straight over bare metal, so a bit of cleaning down and you're in business. So there's the door with bloody stew cam's rust patch. There's the guard. So surprisingly, less bog than I thought. So we go for smooth, not flat, right? Because if you have a close look at this guy here, this guard is as bumpy as hell, and it's got bumps in it all over it before we even started cutting it. So not a whole lot you can do about that. That guard's come up all right. Grill needs thinking about doing a little bit here. Wait and see. This side's cleaned up all right. So I'm going to give a crack just slapping some hammerite straight over that bare metal. It says ideally don't prime, so, and if you have a reaction, then you scrape it back and put a bit of primer on. So I have to get stuck into these doors with some coarse, maybe 80 or even 40 grit. Ideally with hammerite you want a really coarsely keyed surface, so that's what's going to happen there. But yeah, otherwise, there you go team. So that's another episode done and dusted. I'll try and bang something out a bit quicker next time. We've got a couple other jobs that we're doing, so yeah, See you next episode, eh?
But A, it's just a bush truck. B, I'll get some bog in there, see if we can't tidy it up a little bit. Other than that, no more rust. That's good.